Hey guys, Cary here. I'm just doing a quick update on, I'm going to call this and try to do something like this once a week um, until or unless requests change. I'm going to call this the Agentic City Alpha Prime update. So uh, what prompted that is, uh, there's been a lot of questions about vision, that sort of stuff, and I had the opportunity to sit down with the originators, Tom and Don Ashlock, and just talk to them about vision. Kind of, if you read old sci-fi with Robert Heinlein, kind of grok what they're doing, that sort of thing. So just take a few minutes and as clearly as I can explain the vision of Agentic City and what the alpha phase is about. That's where we're at. We're still very early. Things are imperfect. Some things are broken. And that's actually not a problem. That's intentional. And the update's about clarity and direction and making sure we're all building toward the same thing. And even for those of you that are in the alpha phase, it's not for all of us, but if it's for you, I want it to be obvious what the effort entails and what the reward is. So, kind of the founder vision is ginormous. They're wanting to change the world, and for even for me, that's a little big. Um, so I'm going to try to chunk that down and interpret. So first, adaptive AI agents, what their vision is to have a product where adaptive AI agents that learn each individual, so every one of you in the group, and learn the group patterns. Uh, so they want to build that AI agent ecosystem. So that's number one. So the number two thing they want to do is have loyalty through reward and to create a way where um, everything can be low cost or pay you for the effort. So loyalty through reward, creating a financial ecosystem that compounds over time. So those two things together, so the two things together are the engine behind Agentic City. And the group of people involved would be the third leg of the stool that, for any stool to be stable. So adaptive agents, they'll learn and grow with everyone involved, and then loyalty through reward, creating a financial ecosystem. So the first part of the vision is the AI agents. If you've seen any of the Iron Mans, Jarvis, the dream would be Jarvis. You're Tony Stark up there, and you walk in, your whole fancy computer system comes up, and you do all the visual programming and stuff. That'd be cool. Um, and those AI agents would be customizable. They learn you personally, you know, use that analogy. They go in your suit of armor and in your office. I don't think we're there yet, but that would be kind of cool. And some places with super capacity, like Tesla, they are there on a corporate scale. So these AI agents would learn the group, and the more the group grows, the smarter they get, not because someone coded it, but because people are actually using it and doing their own alterations, their own suggestions. The agents get smart enough to go, oh, Bill over here, the other realtor in my case, is doing these things. Hey, Cary, would that be good for you? Or maybe it just shifts stuff if it's obvious. This would be a system that improves because everyone's using it together. So the alpha reality. So here's the facts. Right now, things aren't finished. Your role is to consume and to participate. It's to use the features, break things, report bugs, suggest improvements, or recommend what would make your personal use better. You're not really a customer yet, you're a co-builder. Um, and who would you invite? So we're at, as of Friday, I haven't looked currently, there's 27 total people in the ecosystem. Just to make the first group of people, and they've been intentionally slow. so that they can break things as they grow. So really, at this point, we need to get to about 100 as quickly as we can. Um, this is all word of mouth right now. So if you talk to people, be honest. This could be a Super Bowl pass, Hail Mary, and we win the Super Bowl. This everyone dreams about being in Amazon or Microsoft or whoever picked, Apple um, at the beginning. And all of us, I have stories I should have bought like App or Amazon stock, and my investment teacher's like, no, don't do this. They don't sell anything that's theirs. What the heck? Why would you buy it? And now that little tiny amount I would have bought, if 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 I would have kept it, would be worth. I looked it up. Like with all the stock splits, it'd be about a 18 million or some stupid thing 30 some years later. So this is one of those. It could be you waste your money that you put into it, or it could be the Super Bowl win. But to do that, use the system and talk to people. This is a phase where the people you would talk to, you kind of need to pre-sort a little bit for people who enjoy broken things. They enjoy experimenting, and they enjoy the intellectual possibility. It's not for the people that need polish or guarantees. That's not who we're talking to. The second part of the vision, so loyalty through reward. Inside this group, inside the group as it grows, we introduce products, services, tools, training, things people already use or would naturally adapt. And when these are connected to rewards or referral income, it creates a financial ecosystem. It's not really advertisement, it's alignment. Um, I come and I find a training that fits exactly what we need to train on to advance to our next goal. And that training is already out there, but it pays money. So I can recommend it into the ecosystem, and we all recommend it. It pays money into the system, and everyone gets paid something. Um, that would just be a random example I was thinking about. So your alpha task for this part, for the vision of community and reward, loyalty through reward, is to identify products, companies, services, or training that fit the reward ecosystem. So these would be places that already pay a reward. Doesn't even have to be that large, but if you use their product, they pay a reward into a group. Um, those would prioritize with, again, referral incentives, affiliate rewards, or they would have multi-tier structures. Flag anything that could auto feed into the agent city model. So flag that up to me or Tom and Don, or through the suggestion box on the Agentic City. So larger or custom contracts would be negotiated directly at the top. So what to do? Here's the alpha imperative, if you will, is, and this is for both, is right now, if you haven't been to your Agentic City dashboard, there's a pill for use with Grok and with Comet. I have not tested that yet. I just, when I talked to Tom and Don, that's what they were working on. They're working to make that site wide. So you'd go into the site and you click into the agents that show up there on the site, and you would just have a conversation. Um, the We're probably 30 days out from having it use the site as the source for super sexy. It could be faster, but that was their estimate based upon the feedback of how the technology is today. We're probably 30 days out from being able to program that. So in your dashboard, you'll see there's a pill for Grok and Perplexity. So you can go into your dashboard. I'm trying to see, scroll down just on the main dashboard, scroll down, and now there's a pill your AI companion, help Val or Grace understand Agentic City better. So that would be your next task of what to go build and break is go there load that in, follow the instructions. If the instructions aren't clear, do a bug report. Um, they hired a full-time human to deal with that sort of stuff as well. Uh, this is a workaround until the site-wide solution exists. So play with it, break it, report bugs, suggest improvements. Use that as the point is if you cut and paste um, your referral code link, it's supposed to come out and now have an interactive conversation in Grok, if you have Grok, uh, using that to pill whoever. So they would go enter it into their, just your referral code into a Grok prompt, and that will pill Grok to talk with them more agentic rather than, right now, if you go to the city website, it's like, and here's what we got. So the vision is there. They just we're catching up to the reality. So here's the timing of it and why timing is exceptional. I was talking with someone totally different, nothing to do with Agentic City. I did talk to them about coming on as an alpha, but they had a brand new big government contract, so they weren't coming, and that's fine. But SEO has died in the last 2 years. Who knew? I didn't know. I don't use SEO personally, but the whole category of SEO marketing has died definitely in the last 24 months. Really, the last 12 and the last 6 months, that's accelerated. AI search has killed it. And so people don't know how do I market? Well, now it's companies are desperate for that, trust-based distribution. I don't know if you've noticed, I felt it, and this made sense when someone suddenly telling me this is why people are doing this, is all the referral programs and reward-based incentives are exploding. Um, Even the local gas stations, hey, come here, you know, and the affiliate reward systems just boom coming back with a vengeance. It was big at the beginning of internet, then it kind of went away, and it all became SEO marketing, and now it's back because how do you market? How do you get people? Well, take your marketing dollars and give it to people, and they'll talk to their friends when they're happy with you. So that is really what the opportunity is to help build this group of people that are buying stuff. That's the reward part. And then that money there drives the agentic part of the city where all the agents are that become our own personal drivers. That might be a 2 to 5 year goal. It's not a 2 month goal, but that's in the mind of the founders here is something that literally that cool. Um, so the money builds space for this, which builds attraction for this. If you're making, I use this example. I have Upside. It's just a little app to find gas stations mainly and restaurants and get a cash back on them on your credit card. And if I referred you that and you buy gas, I get $1 a gallon or a penny a gallon. And you refer someone else, I get half a penny a gallon off them. So I've just randomly talked to people about this, and I make about $2 a month. It's kind of cool. I get, hey, someone you referred just filled up and you got 11 cents, And so I get a whopping $2 a month off that, and plus whatever I use, usually when I'm traveling. And then I cash out my little $15 minimum 2, 3 times a year. It's nothing awesome, but we're talking about that on a bigger scale. So organized referrals, this is the way of the future, and because mainly SEO marketing has died. So here's the personal commitment and the math. This is the challenge, if you will. This is your challenge if you choose to accept it. I'm personally in because I've seen these founders build massive things over the years. So I've sat with them. I've rocked their excitement and their vision, and it's huge. It's huge. It's kind of too large to actually fully condense. So I'm trying to condense a little bit today. So my personal plan is I want to bring 5 people in a month. Um, right now at the alpha level, I'm selecting the people that might be alpha. Um, in my calculations, just I can control me. I can bring 5 people in. I'm one of those. In my calculations, I'm expecting half to leave at some point, and the remaining 2 to 3 to find one person a month, just one. So if you go in the first 6 months, everything looks small at 6 months. It's kind of like that compounding penny. You've heard that. Would you rather have a penny that compounds, doubles for 30 days, or $1 million? So that's one of those things. At 6 months, it's small. 7 months, that actually starts looking a little interesting. That's a car payment. At 10 months, that model starts being attention getting. It's not life changing yet, but then from the 10 to 12 months, it looks too large. It looks too big. Just that extra 2 months. It's like that penny. You go to 27 days and it's like, I'd take the $1 million. And then all of a sudden, those last 3 days, it's like, oh no, you should take the compounded penny. It's one of those. At 24 months, it's just amazing. And that's just off base model. So even getting one person a month, helping another dramatically compounds over time. If you can do more than that at the alpha stage, that's the opportunity. You can set up your group of people that will then talk about it as it develops. So the alpha opportunity is to be at the top. You get to help form it. You get to help shape it. You get to build some people early, brainstorm how to bring the masses on under your codes, and and position yourself for mid beta when that becomes appropriate. We start having the cool products, and we can market. Hey, we're still in beta. Um, old joke from my grandpa. It's still a little all hat, no cattle. So it really is. But that's the deal, and that's also the opportunity. So if you want something polished, you know, throw darts at it, make whatever comments you want. There's the bug report, there's the suggestions, hang out and wait. If you want to build something massive, welcome. It's alpha. Not everyone will stay. Those who do stay and do work into the ecosystem will define what this becomes. And I'm just going to repeat. Here's a line I want to repeat is Agentic City is about organizing people, intelligence, and rewards early. So alignment compounds before scale arrives. So that's where we're at. We are compounding before scale. We are those office workers at Microsoft that got paid in company stock because they couldn't make payroll. And in this age of AI fueled technology business growth, that timeline is going to be months, not years. Even with the crossover pilling Val and Grace, I'm going to go play with that later myself. So if you got any questions, shoot me an email, shoot me a text if you got my text. And then questions and stuff that you want to know that I could do another update like this next week. And we just kind of build this as we go. And appreciate your time.